Welcome to battle number 1 of week 3. This battle is featuring the Murican Braviarys with Noob Scrub and Maritime Lucarios with Sir Roland. As a reminder, the Murican Braviarys has the Tapunium Z, so because we don't see Tapu Fini here, we won't be seeing that. And Mega Venusaur, so we may be seeing the Mega Venusaur. And Maritime Lucarios has Mega Tyranitar, so we may be seeing that. And the Flyinium Z, which we might see perhaps from Staraptor. Joining me today, we have FFC from Miami Mawiles, so thanks for joining us. And
anytime.
We'll start with initial thoughts.
First thing I noticed is that both of them have brought them on they haven't used before, and for both of them it was their dark types. Guzzlord versus Hoopa Unbound.
Yeah, that is true. I thought that Hoopa... I thought we did see Hoopa once before, but maybe I was mistaken.
Oh. Was it in week 1? And if it was...
It might have been in week 1. But we haven't seen Guzzlord, I believe.
No. Guzzlord's an interesting one. It can do a lot of work, but it takes some time to get it there. Kind of got to set it up.
Yeah. Coming from Maritime Lucarios, I think a Pokemon that he's definitely gonna want to hang on to is Staraptor, because Staraptor could be a powerful wall breaker with Reckless Brave Bird, Close Combat, Reckless Double Edge, and there's a lot of Pokemon that are walls that could fall to one of its super effective moves. So that's something that I think Noob Scrub is going to have to be careful about. In terms of Noob Scrub's team, I think what he's going to want to do is keep up those defensive cores as much as possible, and then use Gallade to take down the Tyranitar, Lapras, and Guzzlord, because fighting moves will really be helpful there.
That's true. I know that he probably did bring his Flyinium Z again. I wonder if he's just going to use it the same way as before, because I know he has more options, because he can do like Z-Tail and things like that. Although in this matchup, I don't know how important that would be.
Yeah, what I'm expecting more of is a flying boosted Z move, perhaps.
Yeah, makes more sense in this one.
Yeah. Alright, any final thoughts?
No, I think we're good to go.
Alright, cool.
Actually, Hoopa looks much smaller than I thought he was. I always thought he was bigger. Maybe it's just the sprites.
It might be the sprites. It might be the scaling. I know that the Gen 6, 7, and 8 models are not scaled to size as much as they should be.
So we got plain Hoopa, not Hoopa Unbound, coming out versus Jack-O-Lantern. Two dark types right off the bat. I'd say Jack-O-Lantern's going to be worried about a potential fighting type move coming out from Hoopa here.
Yeah, that is a possibility. Funny how we mentioned the two dark types in the beginning, and both of them are facing each other right away.
Yeah, we finally got one correct. But man, Hoopa Unbound's design's always been so interesting to me. Like,
yeah.
In a still moving picture, Drain Punch does come out, and then Gyro Ball doing a lot of damage for that speed difference. Interesting he brought Gyro Ball, considering most of Noob Scrub's team is very slow.
Yeah, two unexpected moves. I didn't expect either of those moves.
Yeah, Drain Punch, I mean, if it's his most effective one, it makes sense. Oh, Payback as well. If he's not careful, he's going to lose Jack-O-Lantern here. He might have priority move, but even then, that wouldn't be enough to kill, I don't believe.
Interestingly, Drain Punch... The fact that Guzzlord's HP stat is so high, Drain Punch allowed Hoopa to recover enough HP that it wasn't in KO range from the Gyro Ball or the Payback, despite being in the KO range before.
That's true. I do wonder what he was bringing the Guzzlord to prevent, because both psychic types that Noob Scrub has are a bit... Oh, a critical hit. Aren't all resist start type moves, and I don't believe he has a dragon as well.
It seems like Hoopa successfully took out Guzzlord. Guzzlord going down to the score now 6-5.
And he's sitting at a nice 50% health. Let's see how that works out for him. I'm surprised we didn't see a Toxic on the Guzzlord there. Latte, the Latio.
Risky Pokemon to switch into Hoopa. Latios will outspeed Hoopa, but correct me if I'm wrong, does Hoopa have Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch?
I don't believe... I believe it does have Sucker Punch. I don't think it has Shadow Sneak. I was expecting a Draco Meteor because it would hit almost everything but that Registeel. But he opted for the Shadow Ball. I don't think he wants his Latte here getting Toxic, and that's what I'd expect from a Registeel, especially considering how he used him last time.
Yeah.
Now I'm switching out to Riker the Raikou. I remember this thing, he had quite the interesting moveset on it last time. Let's see how that goes this time. Maybe he's running Earthquake or Earth Power as he brought it in on a Steel type.
I don't think...
Oh, Volt Switch.
I don't think Raikou could learn Earthquake or Earth Power.
Can it not? I see.
It would be in a much better... It would be in a higher tier if it did, I think.
That's true. With its stats, it probably would.
Alright, Discharge hitting, not doing much damage, not paralyzing either. Every time I see Discharge, I think they really want to go for the paralysis, don't they?
Oh, he went for the, I'm assuming, Hidden Power Ice, but that thick fat coming from Venusaur there. This would be the perfect time to go for that Leech, or that Volt Switch, assuming Venusaur doesn't have some kind of protection for it.
Noob Scrub once again showing his slowly make the opponent suffer playstyle.
Yeah, he's got quite a few tanks, and then he has the 2 Wall Breakers on his team. Let's see how it works out for him. Giga Drain on the Latte, and a nice switch by Sir Roland. Psychic being one of the few super effective types that still affects Venusaur to its full potential. Or Mega Venusaur, I mean. Switching into the Hoopa, is it gonna... Oh, he went for a Body Slam! That's an... He brought a mixed Latios. That's an interesting choice. Another Body Slam would take him into... Hyperface Fury went first. Hoopa must be Scarfed? Which would make sense, as Drain Punch was the only move he used earlier.
I was not expecting Hoopa to go first, but yeah, it does look like it's Scarfed.
He went for the Tailwind. Interesting. Setting himself up for 3 turns. Definitely going to outspeed the Hoopa now. And giving that Tyranitar, if it does come in, a nice needed boost in speed. He went for Sky Attack. Interesting.
So due to the charging turn of Sky Attack, Hyperspace Fury was able to take Staraptor down.
It's true. Now Riker should be faster as well. Well, he went for Extreme Speed. An interesting choice considering he already had Tailwind up.
I guess he wanted to make sure that he outsped no matter what.
That's true. And now that Tailwind's only out for 1 more turn, so...
Tailwind doesn't last long enough in my opinion.
It doesn't. It's a useful move, but I felt like they need to have an item just like they need to add for Trick Room that lets it last at least 2 or 3 more turns.
Yeah.
Then again, having double speed for 5 or 6 turns is kind of very, very good, especially in other formats. Gallade, the Gallade comes out. Interesting, there's no name changes on these Pokemon on New Scrub side this time, which is fine. I wonder what Riker's gonna opt for. Riker's a very fast Pokemon, but if he has no speed investments, he might not be faster.
The Tailwind will pretty much ensure it's faster.
Ah, that's true. The Tailwind is still in. But nothing else he has really wants to switch into a fighting type right now. Ice and Rock and Dark. Going for the Discharge, getting the Paralysis. A very good play on Riker's part. This should allow maybe Lapras or Tyranitar to outspeed.
Yeah, definitely an outspeed, although Gallade might switch to something else.
Which wouldn't be a smart play, however, that does give the Tyranitar possibly a chance to set up. No, he still outspeeds.
Still outsped.
Close combat. That must not have been any speed investments in that Tyranitar. Unless it's a Scarfed Gallade.
Scarfed max speed, perhaps. That was really surprising. I did not expect the outspeeding.
And Lappy, the Lapras coming out here. Oh, getting the paralysis was allowing the Lapras to take out that. However, with what he has to face out on the field, I don't believe that the Lapras may be enough. Let's see what he has on it. Maybe we'll prove us wrong. Ooh, Frost Breath. A guaranteed critical hit, 60 power move.
Yeah, this will be tough for Lapras because of Venusaur's bulk and thick fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're at the end here. Let's see if Lapras will be able to maybe take out Venusaur.
And
it looks like Venusaur took out Lapras. And the final score is 4-0, with the American Braviarys standing up on top and Maritime Lucarios being the loser of the match. Both sides put up a good fight. I think time and time again, week by week, the American Braviarys are showing that these really hard to get through Stallmons are really the core of the team. Especially since we saw the wall breakers both go down, but breaking down those Stallymons has been something that no team has been able to do thus far.
that's true. I don't believe I play Noob Scrub, but I do believe several other people with some strong wall breakers do. So it'd be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out.
Yeah, I agree. Especially considering his walls haven't been taken down yet, so we'll see how that goes. Any final thoughts?
I would like to give props to Quest. He went for some different tactics than he's done in the past, and I do like that. Not Quest, I'm so sorry.
It's
Sir Rowan.
Yeah.
I pay close attention to all three of his matches so far, and he always has some interesting strategies that he laid out that just haven't been able to pan out based off the team he gets placed against. And then for Noob Scrub, the fact that he randomized the majority of his team and still got all these defensive bulky mons, he must have some really good RNG, is all I can say.
Well, he did choose some of the Pokemon. For example,
Like
he
Mega
chose
Venusaur.
Mega Venusaur, he chose Empoleon. So
I see.
yeah.
In that case, yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right, join us for the next matches of Week 3. Soon, we have one scheduled tomorrow on Saturday, one for Sunday, and we might be seeing some soon, depending on how the other schedules go. We might see some trades and transactions, so look out for that too. And until next time, we'll see you then.